Max Vogel here from Destructoid, and I am in a Destroyed bus at PAX East 2012, and I'm with Walt Williams, the writer for SPEC OPS The Line.
Hi. How's it going?
What is SPEC OPS The Line?
SPEC OPS is 2K's first attempt into getting into the military shooter genre. It is basically, you've got the city of Dubai that's been ravaged by these apocalyptic sandstorms, and you've been sent in looking for survivors. And what you find is not only are there survivors, that there is a war going on between the refugees and the damn 33rd, the U.S. infantry that went in to help aid in the evacuation. And you go in thinking that, you know, these soldiers, these are the people you're trying to save from this danger, and you discover that in many ways they've actually caused this situation, and you're left standing on, no pun intended, this line where you don't really know what's right and what's wrong, what's up or down, and everything just kind of, it's all about, really, ultimately, what SPEC OPS is, it's about what happens to good men when you put them into an increasingly bad situation.
It's almost as if you're going into a heart of darkness.
You could say that.
You could say the apocalypse might be now.
Well, to be totally honest with you, yes. Apocalypse Now, Heart of Darkness, these are stories that inspired us. We were looking to do, with military shooters, what films like Heart of Darkness or Apocalypse Now, Platoon, Full Metal Jacket did to war movies in the 70s and the 80s. Take it away from being just entertainment where the good guy beats the bad guy and take it more into a bit more emotionally realistic realm.
I got that sense. I mean, honestly, I'm a really hard sell with military shooters because there are a fucking billion of them out there.
Yes.
And this one, first of all, Dubai, very crazy, high-tech, amazing, futuristic city. And you wrecked it. You covered it in sand.
Well,
and then it's.
That's the fun thing you can do in a video game.
Yeah.
Is you can destroy whatever you want. But
I mean, it's interesting to see a modern shooter it's post-apocalyptic in a sense,
absolutely.
And also, you know, reimagining a piece of literature / cinema classic.
Well, you have to have a level of hyper-realism in a game like this, because as much as I want to affect you emotionally, no matter what with a video game, you are still physically disconnected from your character. And so it has to be a bit more extreme to break through that physical barrier that's between you and your character. That's how you end up with a world, that's how you end up with a Dubai completely covered in sand. That's how you end up with these extreme situations that these characters are in. Because,
I dig it. Now, about the sand, I hear there's some crazy physics with that. That plays a big part, right?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, the sand, you've got, obviously, the sandstorms that continue to just come in and batter you throughout the game. That's going to change the way that you can move, use commands, what weapons you can use. It's going to change their effectiveness. But then you have things like, just say you're using grenades in a very heavily sanded area in a combat zone.
I like that.
That grenade is going to
Pick up
kill
some
that
dust,
guy
yeah.
it's closest to, but it's going to blow up a massive amount of dust that's going to create cover. It's going to blind nearby enemies that wouldn't be killed by the grenade necessarily. It's going to give you a much broader explosion that you can tactfully use to your advantage. You know, sand is surprisingly versatile when you start applying it to different types of gameplay, and it was really fun. Like, for one of the things that I love to do is every now and then, because the sand level changes the levels of what the ground would be in a lot of places. So you'll have enemies walking over glass that is covered in sand, and they may not know that they're just walking over glass, and then they may feel like it's ground. You can shoot that glass out. You can drop them to their deaths.
I noticed that.
They can use it against you as well. So it really changes the dynamic of the world that you're in.
Cool. Yeah, the game looks really interesting. What are you guys talking about, multiplayer at all?
We are saying that there is multiplayer.
I would imagine
and then
so.
we stop talking.
Okay, that's fair. That's sometimes the answer. I have to deal with that. So this is coming to the PS3 and Xbox and...
PS3, Xbox 360, PC, June 26th.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for talking.
Thank you so much
the
for
game
coming
looks
by and
cool.
playing.
That's,
it was a pleasure.
SPEC OPS The Line. You guys can keep up with youtube.com/Destructoid for more PAX coverage. Also, our other channel, it's Rev3 Games.